各位觀眾大家好，歡迎收睇26分鐘見證實錄。隨住蛇年進入尾聲，馬年新春咧亦都即將嚟到啦。上個星期我哋就去睇過溫哥華市長沈觀健同本拿比市長侯邁豪嘅年終專訪，了解佢哋對於過去一年嘅政績評估以及對於新一年嘅展望。咁喺今集咧，我哋就會聚焦另一個華人較多聚居嘅城市列治文，以及近年人口快速增長嘅素里市。咁同兩位市長咧進行咗年終專訪。咁喺今集嘅第一部分啊，我哋咧先會睇一睇已經擔任咗列治文市長近25年嘅馬保定。佢已經表明今次咧唔會再競逐連任。咁究竟佢會點樣總結多年嚟嘅市長生涯，以及對於該市未來發展又有啲乜嘢睇法呢？
I was first elected to City Council in 1996, and I followed that 5 years later. I was elected on a by-election to the position of mayor. So I've had 2 elections for council and 8 elections for mayor. My decision not to run this coming year is not the result of any one factor. It's just a combination of factors. And at the bottom of it all, I believe 25 years as mayor and 5 years as a city councilor, it's probably time for someone else to take the position and see what they can do.
馬保定踏入成為列治文市長第25年，見證住呢個城市由一個規模細小嘅社區，到今日成為多元、繁榮而且充滿活力嘅城市。而馬保定選擇喺今年退落嚟，將呢個城市交棒俾下一位領導者。回望呢25年，佢對列治文嘅迅速發展留下深刻印記。其中最令佢難以忘記係將2010冬季奧運會帶到嚟市內。
If you look to the accomplishments, the biggest accomplishments, I would have to say that very little would rival bringing the 2010 Olympic Winter Games to Richmond as a full venue city, with all that had to offer, the entertainment zone, the long track speed skating. Canada Line was not an official project, but it certainly was the result of the Olympics. So that's the first thing is bringing those events and those situations here. I also look at the social fabric of the city. I mentioned a minute ago about the people who have no homes and trying to help them out in some realistic fashion, to be supportive. It's really not our jurisdiction to worry about them, but they're in our city and we just can't turn a blind eye to them. And I guess the third aspect that I would really look to is the environment. There's all kinds of projects that involve sustainability and our approach to sustainability and circularity. But probably the biggest single factor would be the district energy. So as you see, our city center is being redeveloped. It's all being done in conjunction with district energy, where we use ground-sourced water, and we're reusing the heat sources for heating and cooling of buildings. And so far, we've got about 7, 8, 9 million square feet of mostly residential, but a bit of commercial space that has been adapted to that use. And over the next 20 years, it's going to go 5, 6 times that much. So it's a very big item for us in the city.
馬保定嘅從政生涯中伴隨住唔少成就同挑戰。佢憶述當年舉辦冬季奧運會嘅時候，就有如摸着石頭過河，一齊由零開始摸索。幸好成個市府上下一心，順利舉辦。不過要數到任期內其中一個最大嘅挑戰，就係舊年區域全原住民土地所有權嘅法院裁決。
Well, I mentioned the Olympics, and if you're talking about challenges, that would have to be one of them. Just imagine you have a city organization full of very skilled, high-level people. We've now got about 2,500 employees, and not one of them has experience being part of the Winter Olympic Games. So just think of it in that context. We just had to figure out what to do and how to do it and to go from there. It was a very intense period. We had great leadership, good skills, very creative thinking all throughout the city. Lots of controversy about our role leading up to it, but when the Olympics got here, everybody loved it. So that would be one of the first big challenges that I would have. The second one is very recent. The Supreme Court of British Columbia made a decision involving potentially about 1,800 acres in southeast Richmond, saying, and for about 800 acres of that, they said that those fee simple parcels were subject to Aboriginal title. Aboriginal title means that the holder has exclusive use and occupation and possession of the property, and legal title has the same qualifications. So how can those two concepts stand side by side? What is it doing to the market for those properties? What is it doing for the title, the ability to borrow? What is it doing for the investment climate in not just the area, but the entire city, if not the entire province? Those are questions that remain outstanding, and it is one of the biggest and hardest and toughest challenges that we have faced.
對於馬保定嚟講，城市嘅發展同建設固然重要，不過佢同時都珍重同社區嘅聯繫，而佢都特別感激一班默默為列治文貢獻嘅社區人士，令呢個城市變得更加好。
For me as a mayor, when you look to the personal side of things, I think of being involved in the community, doing what little I can to bring the various parts of our community, which is all made up of people, bring it all together and to show support for all facets of community life. And throughout that experience, I can say that I have found that I found people who are active and giving great service to our city and to their organizations and even internationally, which I never would have known any other way. And so I think that is something of which I'm very proud.
展望2026年，亦都係馬保定任期最後嘅幾個月，佢希望可以減少區域權土地案件對該區居民帶嚟嘅影響，同時持續維持市府財政穩健，以及致力確保社區安全。
When we're looking forward to the next few months and the last months of my term, the first one would be the couch and land situation, which I've already mentioned. I think that it is important that we aggressively publicly pursue the appeal of that case. There are a number of different motions that are being made to the court. There's some different procedures, but it falls to the various parties, which includes Richmond, to be as aggressive as possible in trying to get that appeal going as quickly as possible and to get some resolution for the people in Southeast Richmond who are directly affected. Now, beyond that, I would say there's nothing special about this. It's trying to keep taxes low and reminding everybody that as we pursue expensive initiatives, very often they come at a cost. And there's the cost of a purchase or a cost of an event, but also that also puts pressure on the operating budget. So if we want to keep taxes low next year, we've got to be very responsible in how we handle the financial situation. And the other area would be community safety. That's an ongoing challenge. I think we've got one of the safest communities in the region, or probably in the province right now. We have, police and fire and emergency services. They all do such a great job for us, but we've got to keep it that way. And we didn't get there just by accident or by coincidence. We have actively worked on it, everyone from our city council to the fire rescue department to emergency services, to the RCMP. We've all worked on it to make sure that we have a very safe community, and that's what we want.
卑詩省各城鎮嘅市政選舉將會喺今年10月舉行，已經表明唔會尋求連任嘅列治文市長馬保定就希望下一任市長可以保持歷屆市長嘅傳統，理解市民嘅需求同重視社區參與嘅施政精神。
I believe that what I'm looking for in the next mayor candidate will be community involvement. I believe that the mayor can do a tremendous amount, along with members of city council. They can do a tremendous amount in terms of supporting the community and making sure that we are a cohesive, resilient, well-integrated community that is moving forward with cultural sensitivity and we're leading the way in so many different areas. And so that's what I'll be looking to see, and I'm hoping that we will have someone who is very involved in the community to carry on the tradition. It's certainly the mayors before me, Greg Halseybrand, Gil Blair, and others, have the same attitude of community involvement, and I would like to see that preserved.
農曆新年即將來臨，馬保定最後一次以市長身份向列治文居民送上賀年祝福，期盼每個家庭都能夠喺新一年幸福安康、事事順利，都象徵住列治文持續奔向充滿活力同希望嘅未來。
Hello, I'm Malcolm Brody. I'm the mayor of the city of Richmond, and it is my pleasure to wish all of you as we approach the Chinese New Year my hopes that we have a very, very successful time in the year of the horse. We're going out of the year of the snake into the year of the horse, and that will be a very dynamic and energetic year. My hope is that all of you and your families and your friends have a very successful and happy year. I hope that it is filled with good fortune and great success for all. So on behalf of the city of Richmond, Gung Hei Fat Choi, Gun Chi Fat Chai.
了解過列治文市長馬保定對於該市未來嘅發展以及對下一任市長嘅寄語之後我哋喺下一節就會聽聽蘇里市長 Brenda Locke 回顧一下呢幾年嚟擔任市長嘅經歷。歡迎返嚟節目時間。蘇里近年嚟嘅急速發展，唔單止成為卑詩省人口第2多嘅城市，亦都同時大力推動基礎建設同埋發展。不過，發展嘅同時，亦都帶嚟咗公共安全嘅隱患。作為蘇里市長 Brenda Locke 點樣評價自己過去3年幾嘅表現呢？又係咪有信心能夠再一次喺今年嘅市選之中勝選，繼續帶領該市向前行呢
？Brenda Locke 喺2022年嘅素里市選中勝出。回顧過去3年，佢形容素里經歷快速嘅成長同轉型，隨住市內人口持續增加，加上多項大型嘅公共建設陸續落成，令素里逐漸成為大溫地區以至係全省具領導地位嘅城市之一。
Well, I think, sometimes it's those things people don't see. So I think we've had a real change, a cultural shift in Surrey,where people are really starting to take ownership back of their city, and I think that's important. We're seeing Surrey is becoming quite the leader in so many ways in what's happening, not only in the metro area, but also in the province. We are going to be the largest city, without a doubt, in British Columbia. We're already at 726,000 people, and so the growth in our community is really being extraordinary. But with that growth, we're managing to keep that ability of the city to relate to its residents. So I think that's one of those things you don't see. What you do see, you see tremendous growth in the number of housing and what's going on in our city with different things like Tamanoa's field and the building out of that field, and then of course the Cloverdale Ice Arena and all those really spectacular recreation areas. Also right here at Centre Block, and this is all changing dramatically.
然而，城市嘅快速成長，同時都帶嚟公共安全嘅擔憂，尤其係涉及勒索同槍擊嘅犯罪行為，更加成為 Brenda Locke 任期中其中一個重大嘅挑戰。
It's been public safety, but very specifically the issues around extortion and gunfire in our city, and that has been a very, very big challenge for our city, for me personally. Just trying to get the other orders of government, the federal and provincial government, particularly the provincial government, to understand this is their responsibility. This is transnational crime, and getting other orders of government involved. That is happening now, and we're starting to see those changes. Just having things like CBSA involved has made a very, very dramatic change.
對 Brenda Locke 嚟講，擔任市長最值得自豪嘅，唔單止係可以衡量嘅建設同成就，而係親眼見證素里再次充滿活力。其中市中心核心區域嘅發展正係逐漸成型，娛樂區嘅規劃同落實都將會持續為居民生活帶嚟正面嘅影響。
I think, just seeing our city thrive. Surrey is a very high energy city. It's a young city with lots of families and lots of entrepreneurial spirit to it. So we're really seeing the spirit of Surrey come back. I'm very, very happy and proud of that. I'm really happy to see how this area in the downtown core is shaping, and there's a real vision that the city is buying into to see the growth that we're seeing in the city, with all of this being an entertainment district and how that's going to grow and impact our residents.
展望2026年 ，Brenda Locke 表示，市府會繼續推進資本計劃，包括投入數以億元，用於建設更多大型房屋同基礎建設項目，以應付人口急增嘅需求。同時，市府都會支持本地企業發展，並保持庫房財政穩健，確保納稅人嘅資金得到妥善使用。
Well, certainly to continue with the capital plan. We have a very, very ambitious capital plan for our city moving forward, $701 million that's going to be just specifically and only on capital projects like what's happening here at Centre Block and in Cloverdale and in Newton, and all of the changes that are going on there, plus another over $400 million in road infrastructure, and making sure that we have the ability to move our people around. That's one really big priority for me. I think we're all going to be looking at affordability, so making sure that we stay within our fiscal framework as a city. Affordability is a very big deal to me. It's important to make sure that we are always taking care of our taxpayers' dollars well, and so we will continue to do that. And doing that at a time of restraint, which is what everyone and every order of government is dealing with. We're going to be working hard on that, so being creative about how we spend our money and spend it wisely. And I think probably the third thing is economic development. We know there's a downturn in the economy, but that's not going to stop us. We're still going to continue to do the building out of Surrey because we are the land of opportunity when it comes to this metro region. We know Surrey is the only place in metro that has the ability to deliver industrial land, for example. So continuing to encourage and support all business that wants to grow and thrive in our city.
除咗經濟發展之外 ，Brenda Locke 都勾畫咗素里嘅長遠發展藍圖，包括強化道路同公共交通基礎設施，並持續推進醫療設施同學校建設，確保居民可以得到完善嘅醫療服務，並令下一代有機會接受更加好嘅教育。
Trying to keep up with the growth in Surrey is just one of those big challenges that we face. So things like infrastructure for transit is huge. We can't do it just building roads. And as I said, we're going to be doing a lot of road building, but we need public transit. And so I'm very pleased to see we've already started to see a shift where we're seeing TransLink putting more services into Surrey than we've ever had, and that's because we're constantly saying we need more. Surrey never did get its fair share, to be perfectly frank. We did not. And so we're going to make sure that other orders of government deliver for us. Transit is one area. We're going to see bus rapid transit down King George. Certainly SkyTrain is well on its way to Langley, and that's going to be a great opportunity for Surrey. We're continually pushing the province on our needs around healthcare, and Surrey's stepping up as well on that front. We're making sure that we're also helping, and so we're going to be building our own clinics, and you're going to see that come in the future. But the second tower at Surrey Memorial is a must. We've now rezoned the entire healthcare campus so that we can do it efficiently and quickly, and we are ready for all the builds that we are expecting of the provincial government. I have seen, and I'm happy to say, we're starting to see with the new hospital in Cloverdale, with the new renal center at Surrey Memorial, and now just announced a new catheter program at Surrey Memorial. We're seeing healthcare changes. We need more, but we are starting to see that, so I'm very happy about that, and we're going to keep pushing. We also need to see it, though, on our schools, for our schools and for our kids. Surrey has almost double the next largest school district in the province. So we're at around 86,000 kids in our school district, and that's huge. We have more kids in portables than some school districts have in their whole entire district. So we really do need to see the province helping us with that, stepping up, building us more schools, and making sure we're dealing with our kids in a way that is going to deliver them excellent education.
隨住市選將近 ，Brenda Locke 表明會再次參與市選，亦都覺得自己有能力帶領素里繼續前行。佢認為呢一度需要一位有願景並真正聆聽市民嘅市長，因為市民嘅參與係城市成功發展嘅基石。
I'm going to run and I'm going to win. I mean, that's my plan, full stop. I think what Surrey is really needing right now is a mayor that is positive, has a vision, and really does want to listen to the residents. Because you cannot grow a city, you cannot make all these things happen without getting the buy-in. You can't build entertainment districts, both here at City Centre and in Cloverdale, unless the residents want it. And then you have to listen to them. What do they want in those spaces? So, for example, in Newton, we're building a $315 million community center. We want our residents participating in. What do they want to see there? We're doing a big Olympic swimming pool there. But what do they want to see there? Do they want gymnasiums? Do they want arts and entertainment centers? And all of those kind of amenities which are important.
素里係一個多元文化並存嘅城市，華人社區都擔當住重要角色。隨住農曆新年臨近，呢一個對華裔居民嚟講係一個凝聚家庭、社區同文化嘅時刻。市長 Brenda Locke 衷心感謝華人社區嘅貢獻，並祝大家馬年有新嘅機遇。
I want to always thank the Chinese community for being such an active part of the city of Surrey. And you know, with 9% of our population being of Chinese origin, it is a very vibrant part of the city of Surrey, and we certainly know that the involvement they have, whether it's in business or retail, and even in our farming communities, it is a very active and involved part of the community. So this being Lunar New Year and the Year of the Horse, I know that everybody is going to be just ready with activity and with positiveness and all of the great things that the Year of the Horse is going to bring. And so I truly wish everybody a very prosperous New Year.
好啦，今集嘅節目時間差唔多啦。如果觀眾對我哋嘅節目有啲乜嘢意見嘅話，係好歡迎大家以電郵嘅方式同我哋聯絡㗎。 我哋嘅電郵地址係mag26@fairchildtv.com。咁如果觀眾咧想上網重溫今集嘅節目，亦都可以上到去我哋嘅網站3w.fairchildtv.com， 點擊節目重溫一欄就可以睇得翻㗎啦。下星期同樣時間再同大家見面，晚安。